what's up everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another prediction video. This week I'm going to be breaking down UFC Vegas 49, Makhachev versus Green. It's got 12 fights on it. It's got a lot of replacement fights. The main event's a replacement fight. A couple other replacement fights that just came up this week. So still found a couple decent betting spots. Still looking for some over-unders when them come out. We're going to do a recap of UFC Vegas 48, and then we'll get right into 49. UFC Vegas 48, I went 3-2 on my bets for plus 1.7 units. I'll take it. It's plus money. I had a couple bad beats kind of on the losses, but we'll go over it. My winning bets, the first one was David Oyama, 2.4 units to win 1.5 units. And man, that kind of went the way I thought it was at the end, but Benitez, he's tough in that first round. He came out, was landing some tough leg kicks and then hit him in the eye with a hook and seemed to hurt Onama's eye, but he fought through it, got the KO. My second win was Chaz Skelly, Jamal Hill, and that went exactly the way I thought too. Chaz Skelly came out and was just a bigger dude, better wrestler, better grappler, pretty much and better striker. So he won easily. Hill, he won pretty easily too. I didn't know he was going to do it like that and that fast, but I was super happy that I had 1.6 units to win 1.7 units on that. My third win was Kyle Dawkins and Pierce. I had 2 units to win 1.8 units, and the Dawkins fight was super easy. That Pierce fight was a scrap, man. Pierce was in a fight. That Rodriguez dude is going to be tough when he goes back down to bantamweight, so I'm definitely going to be betting him in the future. My losing bets, my 2 losing bets were Diana Balbita, 1.9 units to win 1.7, and I thought she won that fight. I thought she clearly won that fight. I don't know. But you know, it is what it is. I wish she would have got the win, but my second losing bet was Al Hassan, 1.4 units to win 1.7 units, another underdog for me, and I thought he won that fight too, so I don't know, man. It is what it is. You know, the judges went that way, but still came out plus money, plus 1.7 units. So my betting record since it started in September 25th of 2021 is 66-35 for plus 42 units even now. In the last 2 weeks on Tapology, which I kind of just started putting in my picks recently, the last 2 weeks I've went 22-4 in my picks, so that's pretty good too. I went 12-2 last week, and then I just went 10-2 this week. So doing pretty good lately, man, and I'm gonna kill it on this card too. So let's get into Vegas 49. 12 fights. We got Islam Makhachev versus Bobby Green on short notice. We got another good fight's gonna be Arman Tsarukyan versus Joel Alverez, going to be a great fight, 2 up-and-coming lightweights. And then we got Gregory Rodriguez versus Armen Petrosyan, and that should be another good fight, man. Both them dudes are super scrappy. So before we get into this, everybody please hit that like and subscribe button, man. I appreciate everybody that liked and subscribed and messaged with me and commented with me last week. My channel, you're helping it a lot, and I really appreciate that. And if you guys keep coming, I'm going to keep giving you good bets, and we're going to keep winning. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I just post my betting stubs and stuff there, but so you can see what bets I put in just in case you missed something or anything. But yeah, man, I want to try to get to 400 subs before the beginning of March, so everybody help me get there, man. Thanks. All right, man, fight number 1. These are going to be out of order because I've actually had to take some other fights I already broke down, put the replacements in and all that, so these will be out of order, but we will get to all the fights. Fight number 1's in the men's bantamweight division. We got Alejandro Perez versus Jonathan Martinez. Perez is 22-8-1. He's currently sitting at plus 180. Martinez is 14-4, currently sitting at minus 225. Perez, like, he's good. He's like a good fighter everywhere, but he's not really great anywhere. He's got pretty slow striking. Even if you watch his last fight against Johnny Eduardo, like, he was getting beat to the punch for the first round, and ended up coming back in the second pretty good. He's heavy on his lead leg and eats leg kicks. I've seen that in a couple of his fights that I've watched now, is that he's real heavy. He likes to box, and he'll eat low leg kicks. He's pretty low output. He's got okay striking at best. He's got decent boxing, like decent boxing. His leg kicks are okay, decent boxing, and he's got pretty good cardio. He's got okay wrestling and okay BJJ. Jonathan Martinez, though, man, in this fight, Jonathan Martinez has great leg kicks, some of the best in that division, maybe behind like Gutierrez. So I think Martinez, he's a little bigger. He's 2 inches taller, has 2.5 inches of reach. And he has great leg kicks, which is going to be the main thing, I think. He looked really good in his takedown defense against Lavishvili, his last fight. I mean, he looked really good, and that dude's really tough. Well, that dude on a full camp's going to give a lot of people problems. He's got very good body kicks, leg kicks. He's got powerful leg kicks, body kicks, and head kicks. He's got improved takedown defense. He's very fast with his hands and legs, man. And with his size advantage, He's gonna have way better, faster striking. He hits harder. I think he's gonna be better everywhere. Give me Jonathan Martinez by decision. I don't know if he'll get a finish because Perez is tough. But I got Martinez in on a parlay right now, and when we get to the other part of that, I'll finish it. But yeah, man, as long as Martinez doesn't have any problems on the scales, he should be able to dominate that fight. Fight number 2. Actually, I'm gonna go to that. Fight number 2 is 1 second. These are the replacement ones. All right, it's in the men's welterweight division. We got Ramiz Brahmahaj versus Michael Gilmore. Ramiz is 9-4. I couldn't find a line for this yet because they just announced this fight. It's a really short notice fight. Michael Gilmore is supposed to fight Johnny Parsons, and Johnny Parsons fell out, which sucks because I had him in a big parlay and I thought he was a lock. All right. So Ramiz Brahmahaj is 9-4. Michael Gilmore is 6-4. Ramiz is a beast in wrestling and jiu-jitsu. He's got pretty decent striking. Like he's got serviceable striking. Pretty good movement on his feet, but everything he's really doing, he's wanting to set up a takedown and get to the ground because he's got 6 submissions, man. He's super powerful as long as he can get on top. He fought Court McGee last fight, and man, Courtney McGee was a lock in that fight. He'd never been submitted his whole life. He was going to have better wrestling, all that. But in this, though, he's fighting Michael Gilmore, who's 6-4. Really, the guy's 6-5. He took a loss to Gilbert Urbina. He was choked out on the Ultimate Fighter, but it didn't go on his record. Dude, the guy's terrible. I watched his all his regional fights. Not all of them. I watched a couple of them. I watched his Ultimate Fighter, and I watched his last fight against Petrosyan. And he's really 6-5. Like I said, all 5 of his losses are finishes. He has no heart. He's not good anywhere in the fight. I literally cannot find one aspect of MMA to compliment this guy on. I'm gonna take Ramiz Brahimov by first round sub, and I don't see him having any problems. He's got better striking, better everything. I just want to see when the line comes out, and if it's not too crazy, I'm definitely taking him. And it might not be because Ramiz is coming in on super short notice, and he just took that little beating from Court McGee, so he might be able to get a good line, but he's a lock. Ramiz is not losing to Michael Gilmore. The next fight, we go back, sorry about this, guys, to fight number 3 is going to be in the men's in the men's lightweight division. This would be fight number 3, I guess. Terrance Mckinney versus Firas Ziam. We got Terrance Mckinney, who's 11-3. He's currently sitting at plus 105. We got Firas Ziam, who's 12-3, and he's currently sitting at plus 135. Terrance Mckinney, he's pretty good. He's really aggressive. He's got really fast striking. He likes to come out and get his grappling going, work submissions. He didn't have to last time out against Matt Frevola. I think he had an 8-second knockout, hit him with a straight 1-2 down the pipe. He's really explosive like that. He's pretty hittable himself though too, and he's really susceptible to jabs when he comes rushing in with his strikes. He's got good BJJ and he's got good ground and pound when he's on top and can use it. He seems to slow down after the first round though. Like I said, you couldn't see it in the Frevola fight, but if you watched him fight on the Contender Series against Sean Woodson, he took Woodson down in the first round, held him down, took his back, had it for most of the round. Came out in the second and wasn't like gas, but just looked a lot slower. He ended up sneaking in a takedown, and then had Woodson down for a little bit. Well, when they got up, he looked tired, ate a flying knee, and got put right to sleep. Well, overall, he's good. He comes from a wrestling background, so he's got good wrestling, good BJJ, and he's got pretty decent striking with KO power. Firas Ziam, I really wasn't high on this guy. I had to go watch a lot more of his tape because I really thought that he wasn't good and didn't deserve any of the victories that he really had in the UFC, man. Like against Malarkey and even against the last guy that Paddy Pimblett just knocked out, the Italian guy. I'll think of it. But yeah, man, Firas Ziam, he surprised me when I went back and watched the tape again on him, man. He's got really good, powerful leg kicks. He was a K1 kickboxing champion at 18 years old, which is super tough. He's a lightning fast jab that has really good power on it. He has improved takedown defense and grappling like you've seen against Malarkey, man. When I rewatched that fight, he was shutting Malarkey down that whole first round and most of the second too. And then got taken down with like 1 minute left. And the third, he's kind of tired a little bit. But as we know, if you watch Malarkey fight, that dude doesn't tire. That dude's a junkyard dog. You've seen against Devontae Smith, against that he's a dog. Malarkey's real good too. He has really good counter striking. He likes to be counter striking, but he can come forward too if he wants to. Like I said, K1 kickboxing champ at 18. But he does seem to slow down. But I mean, a lot of them fights were more grappling, which I think Mckinney is going to try to do here, and he probably will. Mckinney probably will be able to take him down in that first round. But Ziam, Mckinney slows down too, so I think that should all even out. Ziam's going to have a 3-inch height advantage with a 1-inch reach advantage, and I just think that he's going to have way crisper striking than Mckinney, and he might even be able to stop the takedowns in that first and second round, and then he'll be able to outstrike Mckinney. He's really got really technical striking, and Mckinney, I've watched this tape, he doesn't have that technical. He's good, like I said, fast 1-2 down, but Ziam is setting stuff up, dude. He's feinting, he's got good movement, everything, man. I actually really like him as long as his gas tank's good. And I'm sure the more he's in, the better he's gonna get. So I'm actually gonna take Faraz Ziam. He was minus 135 when I woke up today. I seen he was minus 130, so I'm gonna let that go down a little bit. I don't have a bet in him yet, but I am gonna bet him. That's who I like. And the last time they were gonna fight, I was thinking Mckinney, but man, the more and more I watch tape, I'm on Ziam. So I will probably have a bet in on that. Everybody watch I'll have my I'm sorry, last week it was late, but this week I'll have my official bets video out by Tuesday night or Wednesday at the latest. I'll have all my bets in by then, but I do have 3 nice bets in already, and I already know what bets I want. I'm just waiting on a good line. All right, fight number 5 is in the men's flyweight division, 125. We got Victor Altamirano versus Carlos Hernandez. Victor Altamirano is 10-1. He's currently sitting at minus 110. Carlos Hernandez is 7-1. He's currently sitting at minus 120. This is going to be a super good fight. Both of these dudes basically do the exact same thing. They're both really fast. They both got really good boxing. They both got a really good all-around striking, leg kicks, boxing, head kicks, body kicks. They both got a bunch of amateur fights to them. And Victor Altamirano, he's got decent wrestling. He's got pretty decent wrestling and pretty good BJJ. The only thing I don't like about him a little bit is he'll pull guard. But he's got really slick BJJ, and he's really active off his back. He'll be throwing elbows, everything. So if he does pull guard, he will be super active. But he's just active like that the whole fight. Standing up, he's constantly throwing something, constantly throwing a T kick, throwing a jab, something, trying for a takedown. He's just constantly moving, and he's just well-rounded and super scrappy, man. The dude's tough. He's going to have a 3.5-inch reach advantage, but their height's the same in this fight. Carlos Hernandez is 7-1. He's got really good movement and striking himself. These are both like little Mexican dudes that have really great boxing. They're super tough and durable. I keep saying both of them because I watched as much tape as I could on each of them. And they both do like the same thing. They're both well-rounded. They're both pretty good everywhere, and they're both really fast and throw a lot of punches. So this is going to be a really good fight. That's why it's priced at basically a pick 'em. Hernandez, what I noticed too, he's really good at throwing shots in the pocket. Like he can stand there and just throw a lot of shots, throw a lot of combinations, and he doesn't really have to wind up. He just throws nice straight punches. He's got decent wrestling defense, and he's got a pretty good get-up game. So I think this fight is going to be standing most of the time, and it's just going to be a nice, fun scrap. He's the same, very well-rounded, very scrappy, same as Altamirano. Right now they got Hernandez as a slight favorite, and I see even today I had him at minus 120 on this, and I see even today he was minus like 130, and Moreno was plus 110. So it's kind of shifting. I want to see where that goes because I actually like Altamirano in this. He's got a 3-inch reach advantage, and if they're wrestling and grappling should pretty much cancel itself out. I think that it's going to be striking, and they both do about the same thing and are pretty good at it and fast. So give me the guy with the 3-inch reach advantage, and I just think that he's a little more scrappier. Like I said, I haven't bet on it yet, but if it keeps coming in on him, I'm definitely gonna take him as my underdog, as an underdog pick. We'll see though. I want to see that over/under on that because both these dudes are super scrappy and hard to finish. So I'm gonna like the over, and I hope they set it at a decent price at like 2.5, and I'll be looking at that. Fight number 6 is in the women's strawweight division. We got Jinh Frey versus Hanna Goldy. Jinh Frey is 11-6, and she's currently sitting at minus 185. Hanna Goldy is 6-2. She's currently sitting at plus 155. Jinh Frey is going to kind of finally get to fight someone her size, somebody that has a smaller reach than her, which is crazy. And Goldie's 1 inch taller, but she's actually going to have 4. Frey will have 4 inches of reach on Hanna Goldy, which is crazy because Frey's usually the smallest girl. She came up from atom weight, and she's usually way smaller than her opponent, but super scrappy. All right, Jinh Frey, she's got a pretty good body lock takedown. That's what I noticed. The first thing I noticed about her, she's got pretty good BJJ and ground and pound. She's got good cardio. She's got like good, decent leg kicks when standing up, and she seems to be growing into her strawweight frame a little better. She seems to be pretty strong in the clinch. She can hold girls up against cage, land some nice strikes, and like I said, once she's in there, she's got a good body lock takedown. she's got a decent 1-2 striking. She doesn't have the best striking. She's not bad. She's serviceable, but if she fights any girl that has better striking, like last fight against DePaula, she had to land the takedowns, which she did. Or actually, her last fight was against Yoder. The fight before that was against DePaula, which she won both of them though. She can be caught in submission. She's got pretty good BJJ, but she can be caught. She can get sloppy. You've seen against Kay Hansen, and I don't know. She just needs to be careful here because Hannah Goldy's coming in off a submission win over Emily Whitmire, who's terrible. But so is Hannah Goldy, kind of, to be honest. But yeah, Hannah Goldy, man, she's dropping down to 115 from 125 for this fight, so she's gonna be. Both these girls are really like ripped and built for their size. Like they both got like broad shoulders pretty much, like in muscle shoulders. I mean, both these girls. She's got a really fast leg kick and a really fast head kick. She's strong in the clinch, but she can be hip tossed. You've seen Emily Whitmire hit her with a couple of hip tosses in that fight before she ended up hitting her with that armbar from guard. And she's just really not that good. Like she was clinching Whitmire up against Cage and then just getting thrown. You've seen against Diana Belbita, she was piecing her up on the feet. And then even Miranda Granger pieced her up on the feet. That fight stayed standing the whole time because Hannah Goldy's strong and stuff, but she don't really have the best wrestling. Like she looks real strong. She can get the clinch against Cage, but she can't even really land the takedown. Like I said, when she tried to do that against Whitmire, she was getting takedown. She's very hittable on her feet. She's got a decent like 1-2 combo to like a head kick or a 1-2 combo to a leg kick, so that's nice. But yeah, she's just strong, not good at wrestling. She's very hittable, and it looks like she found a little new wrinkle in her game last fight where she hit that submission from guard, the armbar. So Frey's got to watch out for that. But I got Frey in this fight all the way. I think Frey can get the dominant 3-round decision. I think she can easily get the takedowns on her. She'd be able to strike with Goldy easily, be able to land the takedowns on her and stay safe. And just because Goldy's not that great at BJJ, it's just Whitmire's terrible. So give me Jinh Frey by decision. In a pretty good fight, but like I said, I expect her to win all 3 rounds, and I am gonna bet her. Not sure yet. I want to see what the line does on that, but I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna put her in a parlay, but I am gonna bet her. I might just bet her straight up because that's a really safe bet straight up, and there's not really no good parlay spots on this card unless you want to put Makhachev in, but you know what he is. He's minus 700. He probably minus 1,000. Fight number 7, women's flyweight division. We got Priscilla Cashewera versus Yeon Kim. Cachoeira is 10-4. She's currently sitting at plus 155. Yeon Kim is 9-4-2. She's currently sitting at minus 185. These girls are basically they're the same height, but Kim actually has a 7-inch reach advantage, but she don't really use her reach. You seen against Molly McKay, and she didn't even use her reach against her last fight. Priscilla Cashewera, she throws heat with every punch. She's got pretty good striking. She's got pretty good striking. She throws power. She'll throw in long combinations. She don't mind getting hit. They call her zombie girl. She doesn't mind getting hit. She'll throw in them long combinations. She's constantly pushing the pace, and she does have kind of terrible takedown defense, but she got decent jiu-jitsu. She's not going to get tapped out or not. Well, against Jillian Robertson with that 1 second left, she did actually. But even against Shevchenko, she held her off from submission. She got ground and pounded by Shevchenko, and that was her first fight here. When she does have good get-up game, decent get-up game, and she has really good cardio, and that's what I like. She has good cardio, hits hard, keeps that strength throughout the whole fight. Because most of her fights should be getting, like her early on fights against like Molly McCain and all them should be getting beat up them first 2 rounds and then come back. Even both of her wins, well, besides Shanna Dobson, she just knocked her out. But her other win against Gina Mazzano, she got taken down, was held down that first round, came out in the second round. I think she got taken down once, got up, and then put a beating on Mazzano. Yeon Kim, she's got really good boxing. She's basically a boxer. She's got pretty good movement for that first round and a half. She's got a decent clinch. She throws a lot of volume. But she seems to slow down as the fight goes. And she really don't have too much of like a wrestling game or a jiu-jitsu game. I don't think that this fight's going to go to the ground at all, to be honest. It's just going to be a boxing match. And Yeon Kim, I don't think should be minus 185 here. This is going to be she's not like a KO girl or anything that shows me she's just going to do. I mean, girls that's really been dominate Cachoeira is the ones that take her down. Because like I said, Cachoeira has stand-up. She's got good power. She's got good combos, and she's tough as hell. This other girl's tough as hell too. But she slows down in the middle of the first, like against McCann, or middle of the second, like against McCann. And if she starts slowing down against Cachoeira here, Cachoeira is gonna pick up pace and hit her with bombs, dude. And this girl does slow down. So even with that, I don't think that this girl is gonna be beating up Cachoeira so bad the first round and a half that Cachoeira will have to come back. She will be piecing her up at first. She probably will win that first round. But man, at Cachoeira at plus 155, and this is going to be a standing fight, in my opinion, the whole time, and Cachoeira hits harder. Yeah, Jeon Kim has better movement, probably better boxing, but like I said, that all goes away for her after a round and a half. So give me Cachoeira actually as an underdog. I mean, if this was even money, it would be a little different maybe. But with the film tape I study, man, Cachoeira looks good, like in a boxing match with this kind of girl. So at plus 155, dude, I do like her. I don't have a bet in on her yet, but I want to see where that line goes too, because I don't think I'm going to go to the casino for about 2 days. This week, I want to see where these lines go. Plus, I got to wait for a couple of the lines to come out with the Nunes fight. She got a new opponent, and with the Ramiz fight. So, but yeah, man, I'm on Cachoeira this week, bro. I'm on Cachoeira. Fight number 8 is in the men's middleweight division. We got Gregory Rodriguez versus Armen Petrosyan. Gregory Rodriguez is 11-3. He's currently sitting at minus 180. Armen Petrosyan is 6-1. He's currently sitting at plus 150. This is going to be a banger. This is going to be a banger fight. Both of these dudes are good. Both of these dudes throw heat, KO power, all that. Gregory Rodriguez, Barack Obama, he looks like a jacked up Barack Obama. He's super good, dude. I've been impressed with him against Dushko, Todorovic, and then that last fight against the Iron Turtle, Jinh Park. He looked good. I mean, he's got KO power. It seems like he has 3-round stamina, even though he throws heat, he wrestles, he grapples. He has a power jab, man. He's got really power jab into a good hook. He's got super powerful hooks. He's really strong. He's got a really good clinch and hip toss. He was hip tossing Dushko Todorovic around. He was even getting some takedowns on Jinh Park. He has a good power double, like a blast power double. He has good head movement. He seems pretty freaking durable. He's got really good power, really good boxing. I think that's the best part of his game is his boxing. But then if you watch him, he's got really good takedowns and he's got really good BJJ too. This dude's really good, man. Like he's got good BJJ for submissions. He's got knockout power. The only thing I don't like is when he strikes and gets in exchanges, he likes to keep his head straight up. So, he stands up pretty straight and tall. He's 6'3" with a 76-inch reach, where Armen Petrosyan is 6'2" with a 71-inch reach. Armen Petrosyan, he's 6-1. He's currently sitting at plus 150. You've seen him on the Contender Series maybe like a couple months ago. He knocked out that one Russian dude that was undefeated. The guy was like 10-0 or 12-0 or something like that. The guy got a couple takedowns on him, gassed out, and Petrosyan hit him with a head kick, put him to sleep. Yeah, this fight, man, is going to be good. Like, it's going to be good. We're going to learn a lot about both of these people in this fight. But Petrosyan's very powerful. He comes from kickboxing background. He's got very powerful leg, body, and head kicks. My hair looks dumb like that. But he's got trying out a new hat today, man. I don't really like this hat. But he's come from kickboxing background. He's from Romania. He's from Romania. Or Armenia. Sorry, Armenia. Very powerful leg and body and head kicks. He doesn't have the best takedown defense, but he's got a pretty good get-up game. Like, he never stops moving. He doesn't accept the position, so I like that about him. And seems to have really good cardio. He's got very good striking. Like, man, he throws powerful body kicks, like super powerful body kicks, super fast, super powerful head kicks, super fast. Everything he does, man, standing up is crisp though. He's not wild. It's crisp striking. Like, I've seen him knock out 2 undefeated Russian guys over in Russia with body kicks. 1 head kick and 1 body kick, man. The dude's tough, and they was really good wrestlers that were taking him down, just like the dude did on the Contender Series. If you would have done any homework for that Contender Series fight, you would have seen what was going to happen in that. That was like the 3rd undefeated Russian that he put to sleep like that. So that's the dude's tough. He's got really good cardio, and like I said, he's got KO power to the body and the head. This fight is going to be really, really good. I'm actually, I know a lot of people are on Petrosyan this week, and I see why. He is super good, but I don't know. He's a good dog. I haven't made a full pick on this yet. I want to see where the odds are going because actually the money is coming in on Petrosyan, but I'm kind of leaning Rodriguez right now. Like Rodriguez to me is way more proven. He actually has the wrestling and jiu-jitsu game, which I don't know if he'll want to use it here because that probably will tire him out, but if he needs to, he can go to that. And he's got really good boxing and striking. I could see though, man, where Petrosyan's going to could hit him with a body kick, a head kick. You've seen Jordan Williams knocked out Gregory Rodriguez on the Ultimate Fight, on Dana White's Contender Series. And then you even seen Jinh Park had him hurt a couple times in that last fight. And Jinh Park's tough though, man. He's real good. So I haven't made this is the only fight that I haven't made a full decision on yet. I'm leaning Rodriguez. Just on provenness, but I want to see where the line goes. I'm gonna go on value on this fight. If you're gonna give me Rodriguez, if this drops down to like even money, I'm gonna take Rodriguez at even money. But if it keeps going up and Petrosyan, well, I mean it's been going down though. But if you give me Petrosyan at like plus 160 or something, I'm gonna take him. So leaning Rodriguez, but want to see where the line goes. But I'll have my official bets video out. Fight number 9 is in the men's lightweight division. We got Arman. Tsarukyan versus Joel Alverez. Arman is 17-2. He's currently sitting at minus 310. Joel Alverez is 19-2. He's currently sitting at plus 250. Tsarukyan is, first off, I'm going to get into the tail of the tape on this. Tsarukyan is 5'7" with the 72.5 inch reach. Joel Alverez is 6'3" with the 77 inch reach. So 8 inches of height, 5.5 inches of reach in this fight for Alverez, which is huge. Tsarukyan, man, the dude's got great wrestling, on another level wrestling. He's got really good crisp boxing, crisp 1-2, keeps it in tight, real technical. He's got great timings on his takedowns. He'll throw some punches, duck under, hit a blast double. He's got good clinch. He's got good body lock takedowns. He's got power in both hands, standing and when he's doing ground and pound. So really, it's like a little mini Fedor. Like he can throw hooks with both hands with power, and on the ground, he's coming down with both hands with power. His BJJ, though, from what I've seen, watching his fights with Fervola and Davi Ramos and them, his wrestling is world-class superior, but his BJJ don't match up with it. Like, he's good he can get the takedown, but it seems like his opponents pop up a lot. Fervola kept doing it on him, which kind of wore on him a little bit towards the end. But like I said, world-class wrestling. His BJJ's a work in progress. It's not like he's terrible, but he's getting better. But he just need to get a lot of mat returns or something. But he's really well-rounded. The dude's really good, and he looks like he's going to be doing some stuff in the UFC for a while. Joel Alverez is 19-2, currently sitting at plus 250. Dude, Joel Alverez, man, I watched 4 of his fights last night again. And, man, the dude is good. Like, I don't know, man. Joel Alverez, he's got lightning hard leg kicks right off the bat. You see him against Joe Duffy, cracking him with leg kicks. You see him against Thiago Moises, cracking him with leg kicks. He's very opportunistic. He takes the opportunity to take the subs. What the hell? I can't say opportunistic with submissions, man. He got 10 submissions in his career, which is nice. And then he's got pretty much all his other fights. He's got TKO finishes. He's got very good movement and feints standing up. And like I said, he's super long. He's 6'3" at 155. And super long with his leg kicks and his punches. Like, he uses his range really good. He's got a nice 3-4 punch kick combinations into the clinch and the knees and elbows. Dude, the dude's striking. He's got better striking than Tsarukyan. He's got better striking than Tsarukyan. He's got some of the smoothest BJJ I've seen on 155. Dude, the dude's legs are so long. Like, he's going after submission after submission. He's going from arm bars to triangles. That's why he's got so many subs. And he's got a lot of different subs. He's got like 6 different submissions. Darces, triangles, guillotines, arm bars, everything. He's got really good step-in knees, and he's got really good guillotines for wrestlers. So when they're shooting in, he's throwing against Duffy and them. I was watching him; he was throwing, and Moises too. He was throwing up a lot of step-in knees, just waiting for that takedown. And then when like Yakovlev, the one Russian dude, fought him, and Duffy, as soon as they shot in, man, he hit Duffy with the guillotine within 2 seconds. And Joe Duffy was good at BJJ when he was fighting in the UFC. And he's got really nice elbows and knees from clinch. You've seen what he did to Thiago Moises, man. He dusted him. Like, he dusted him. And Moises didn't even try to even take him to the ground. And that's where he's even better at. So I'm not really seeing. I know Tsarukyan. I mean, he hasn't really beat anyone. He beat Kristen Giagos. I think Davi Ramos. What's the dude from Canada? Olivier Mercier, like hasn't really beaten anybody really good. His whole name, I mean, but he's looked good. But his whole name's off of giving Islam Makhachev a good 3-round fight. But Joel Alverez is the all-around fighter, and he's plus 250, and that's just crazy to me. I'm taking Alverez to get the second round clubbing sub. I really think that when it's standing, he's going to be piecing Tsarukyan up. Tsarukyan's going to have to be shooting in because he's not going to like what's happening on standing up, man. He's got 8 inches of height and 5.5 inches of reach, and he throws with power. So Tsarukyan's going to have to be shooting in on him all the time. And when he's doing that, and when you take terrible shots because you're getting pieced up standing up, that's when you get subbed out, man. I'm all over Joel Alvarez. Like, I honestly, besides the wrestling, think he's better at MMA everywhere than Tsarukyan. It's crazy that he's plus 250. I have 1.25 units on him right now to win 3 units. And to be honest, I've seen the lines kind of even going up more, and I'm going to wait because I'll put more on him. I'll at least put it, if it keeps going up like that, then I'll put another 0.75 units on it. And I'll have 2 units to win, like, 5 units, because that's a steal, dude. Plus 250, and the dude's well-rounded everywhere. Dude's a beast. Give me Joel Alvarez, honestly. Might be a hot take, but I don't know. That's him. Fight number 10 is in the men's lightweight division. We got Ignacio Bahamondes versus Rong. Bahamondes is 12-4, currently sitting at minus 270. Rong is 18-4, currently sitting at plus 210. I think that's gone down a little bit now. I think Bahamondes was minus like 250 and Rong is plus 190. In this fight again, Bahamondes is going to have 6 inches of height and 4.5 inches of reach on Rong. Bahamondes is really good striking. The dude's really tough. He's got good long striking and kickboxing. He's been in kickboxing since he's a baby. His dad was a kickboxer. He controls the cage well with pressure striking. You've seen against Roosevelt Roberts last fight, dude. He was piecing him up, and then he ended up hitting him with that crazy spinning wheel kick and then knocked him into like 2030. So he's really good at switches stances really smoothly while striking, like in the middle of combos. Works the body and head really well. Throws some spinning shit that hits and connects, that hurts people. And he's got really good takedown defense. Roosevelt Roberts, not the greatest, not an Olympic wrestler, but he's got decent MMA wrestling, and he couldn't do anything. Bahamondes is real tall, and he's got them long legs. It's like taking a table down. So real good takedown defense. The dude works the head and body really well. I think that's why he caught Roosevelt Roberts with that kick, because Roosevelt Roberts didn't know where it was coming from. And he's got KO power in both of his hands and legs. I really like this kid. Rong, he's got pretty good leg kicks himself, pretty powerful leg kicks. You've seen in his last fight against Brandon Jenkins, but I mean, that's Brandon Jenkins. He's got pretty good boxing with decent power. He's got decent wrestling in BJJ. It's not like, I mean, that's not his go-to thing, but against Brandon Jenkins, he could use it, but Brandon Jenkins is terrible. He can be held down and controlled, though. He's against Rodrigo Vargas, took him down and controlled him. Rodrigo Vargas actually beat him, and that's not a really good look. Most of his wins are all KOs, but they're over cans over in China, fighting the Wu Fang or whatever that's called. And, I mean, them dudes, they're terrible. You see what happens, like, this dude's about the only Chinese fighter I've seen get a win outside of, like, Willie Zhang. But that loss to Vargas and the win over Brandon Jenkins don't really impress me at all. He looked terrible in the one fight, and he looked decent against the guy he's supposed to look decent against. Give me Bahamondes. I'm going to take him by decision because Rong does, I mean, he's been KO'd before, but he does seem pretty tough. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bahamondes knocks him out, though. This Bahamondes dude's really tough, man. He's a scrapper. I really like his weapons. He's got way better striking than Rong. So, yeah, give me Bahamondes by decision, maybe KO. I do have him. He's with Jonathan Martinez. That's my parlay so far. I got Bahamondes, Martinez, 2 units to win 2 units. Got that at even money. And yeah, man, I'm gonna take them two, man. I think them two should dominate their fights, to be honest. Fight number 11, which is going to be the co-main event. We got Misha Cirkonov versus Wellington Turman. Misha Cirkonov's 15-7. He's currently sitting at minus 120. Wellington Turman's 17-5. He's currently sitting at minus 110. Misha Cirkonov is going to have 3 inches of height, 5 inches of reach here. This is going to be like kind of a short notice fight for him because he was supposed to fight. Wellington Turman was just supposed to fight Rodolfo Vieira, and he fell out. So it's not like a short replacement like that, but I'm sure they just put this fight together. Probably gave Cirkonov, he was priority training, gave him like a month or something. But yeah, Cirkonov's going to be a little bigger. He's going to have a little better 5-inch reach on him. But Cirkonov, if you guys watched him, he's got really good, pretty good wrestling, really world-class BJJ. He's got okay striking, but his striking looks better and more comfortable at 185 because it doesn't look like he's as scared to get hit, man. At 205, he just had no heart and you could tell he was scared to get hit. Then he would get hit and just quit. He's got super slick submissions. You've seen him hit Jimmy Crute with that Peruvian necktie, man. A lot of people. You've seen him submit a lot of people actually in the, especially at 205. A lot of big dudes. He's got wins over Yeon, Kutalaba. Who was the other ones? He has a couple pretty good wins. Jimmy Crute, like I said. He's got he's really powerful, but he seems kind of slow, and he seems a little slower and stiff. Like his striking and stuff seems kind of slower and stiff. But at 185, he looked a little better against Jocko. I'm not gonna lie, he looked a little better. He's got pretty powerful leg kicks, and it looked like his cardio was holding up at 185. That was a real close fight with Jocko. Wellington Turman, he's got pretty good BJJ himself. He's not gonna have better BJJ than Misha Cirkonov. He's got pretty good wrestling. I don't think he's gonna have better wrestling than Cirkonov. He has okay striking, but he doesn't have the best striking defense, and he doesn't have the best chin either, but neither one of these guys do, really. But I would say that Misha Cirkonov looked better at 185, and his gas tank looked really good. And to me, Wellington Turman has a suspect chin and suspect gas tank. I seen him get out-wrestled and out-grappled. Not totally, like he had his little moments against Carl Robertson, but I seen it, you know what I mean? Carl Robertson got the win over him and shouldn't be doing that against supposedly... He's a kickboxer, and Wellington Turman's a jiu-jitsu guy. So give me Misha Cirkonov by decision. I don't know if he'll finish him, but I do like him by decision. I like him a lot in this fight. I think he's going to be pretty much better anywhere in this fight. Striking should be about equal, and I think Cirkonov's going to have better wrestling in BJJ. He could get him. He could submit him. But give me Cirkonov by decision. I got 1.2 units to win 1 unit on that. I got that. I think Cirkonov's probably going to be a bigger favorite by the time the fight comes. I was thinking about throwing another 8.8 units just to have like an even 2 units on him because I really do like him. But we'll see. We'll see where the line goes by the time I get there. All right, we're to the main. Or no, sorry. So this is going to be fight number 11 because there's only going to be one more after this. I got out of order. It's that Josiane Nunes versus Ramona Pascal. This fight was just announced a couple days ago. Nunes was supposed to fight Gonzalez, and she had to pull out. Josiane Nunes is 8-1. I don't have a line on this yet. Ramona Pascal 6-2. Josiane Nunes, man, if you've seen her fight Bay Malecki, really solid leg kicks. Really good head to body combos. She'll throw like a 10 strike combo, just throwing bombs, dude. This girl, she's a fighter. She'll throw bombs. She can throw in the 10 punch combinations. She's super tough. She's durable herself. Her only loss is to Talia Santos, who's a savage. Excuse me. Her takedown defense is a little suspect, but she has pretty good jiu-jitsu. I've seen her get taken down by a really good jiu-jitsu girl in her regional stuff, and she was held down in the first round and a half, but she stayed safe, didn't get tapped out or nothing, and then in the second round, as soon as she got up, the jiu-jitsu girl tired a little bit, she KO'd her in the second. So yeah, man, I like her, man. She's got KO power. She's KO'd her last 5 opponents. Her replacement fighter that she's fighting, Ramona Pascal, 6-2. I believe she's from like China or something. She talks really American, but it says she's from China and stuff. She looks Chinese. She has a Muay Thai background. She's decent. She's very she doesn't have many fights. You know, she's green. She's very hittable. The fights that I couldn't find that many fights on her. I found a couple Muay Thai fights, and then I found 2 other fights. And the one was one of her losses, but she's very hittable. She's got very suspect wrestling in BJJ, which I don't know if she'll need that in this fight. She has 1 loss by sub, 1 loss by KO. She had decent knees in the clinch from what I could see, but she's not aggressive. She's not aggressive that much, that aggressive. And she's too hittable to be out here fighting Josiane Nunes. So give me Nunes by first round KO, and it's probably going to be a big KO too because Nunes is tough. Main event time, fight number 12. We got Islam Makhachev versus Bobby Green. Islam Makhachev is 21-1. He's currently sitting at -700. Bobby Green is 29. Oh yeah, I don't got a bet on the Nunes fight, but I want to see what the line is. And if it's not crazy, I'll take Nunes and Ramiz. That's a safe parlay. I don't know what the line would be. Even if it's -300 or whatever, 3 for each of them, and you're barely getting even money or a little less, dude, that's a lock. That's free money. I've been hitting all my parlays lately, knock on wood, so... yeah, I like that one a lot. All right, we got the main event, like I said, Makhachev 21-1, -700. Bobby Green 29-12, +425. you know everything about Islam, man. The guy's got world-class wrestling. He's got the Dagestan wrestling. It's Khabib's best friend, been training with him his whole life. Then the thing is that's making him dangerous now is besides having the world-class wrestling, some of the best wrestling in MMA ever, his BJJ's caught up with it. And that's scary. When these Dagestani guys, now that they're gonna have BJJ with their wrestling, because a lot of the Russian guys come over, they got the bomb wrestling, but they take people down, can't hold them down, then people get up, they got to keep taking them down, and then sometimes you'll see them gas out. But you seen Khabib towards the end of his career. Khabib at the beginning of his career, what did he do? Pounded everybody out, took him down, held him, got that handcuff, just started pounding him out. What was he doing at the end of his career? He's choking out Poirier. He's throwing Gaethje in whatever submission he wants. He's choking out Conor. Like, he didn't need to do all the ground and pound no more. They just added that BJJ in, and these guys would be black belts, crazy black belts. So that's not good when you add in Dagestani wrestling and BJJ, because you see what Islam's been doing to people. You see what he did to Dan Hooker, Drew Dober, anybody he fights, Thiago Moises. World-class wrestling, world-class BJJ. He's got decent striking. It's not bad at all, really, and it's good enough to set up his takedowns, and he's got really good timing. Like you've seen against Hooker. He throws one hook, Hooker goes to the hook with him, and then Makhachev, boom, takedown. Like, this guy's going to be unstoppable for a while. I wanted to see him fight Dariush so bad because Dariush has great wrestling. Dariush has everything he has, except Dariush has more knockout power, so I really wanted to see that. But like I said, Islam Makhachev, he struck with Moises for more than most people he has, and he looked good, man. He looked good in the pocket. He stays safe. The dude's just an assassin. Bobby Green just fought 2 weeks ago. He's got really slick boxing, you know him, good head movement, pretty good wrestling himself. He's got slick wrestling and slick BJJ. He doesn't really use it that much. He's very wiry and weird, unorthodox, and unpredictable. He's only been subbed one time in 40. He's only been submitted one time in 42 fights, and that was by Dan Lozon in like 2009. He had Joe Lozon's little brother. Super tough and durable, but the only thing that sucks for him in this fight, man, is like Bobby Green, he's not a knockout guy and he's not a submission guy, and that's the way you're gonna have to do it to beat Islam. You're not just gonna fight with him for 5 rounds and beat him, man. You're gonna have to catch him, like I think it was Lucas Martins that caught him, you know, like 7 years ago and knocked him out real early in the first. Yeah, his only chance to win is to catch him, man. He's coming in on short notice. Bobby Green hasn't always had the best gas tank. Like, he'll go 3 hard rounds, but like you can tell, usually he's slowing down a little in the 3rd round. Lately he's been picking up a little bit against Fiziev. I think that's why Bobby Green lost a lot of close decisions and stuff like that in his career, because by the 3rd round, it seems like he's slowing down. He always makes the fight real close, but he fights to the caliber of his fighter. So I think we're going to see the best Bobby Green on Saturday, but I don't think the best Bobby Green is going to be enough for Islam. So give me Islam. I'm actually going to take Islam by 4th round sub. I feel like Bobby Green's never even fought in the 5th round, especially not in the UFC. So I think the first 3 rounds are going to be good, man. There are going to be some scrambles, all that kind of stuff, but Bobby Green don't got no finishing skills. And then in the 4th, I think Green, you know, he just had a bit of training camp, just fought 10 days ago. He's going to tire out, and Islam's going to get that finish. So give me Islam by 4th round sub. I'm not putting him in nothing because, you know, he's minus 700, and I'm not going to take that chance. He doesn't add no value to no parlays. And I don't, you know, there's only a couple little good parlays this week. You look at some submissions, some prop stuff like that. But, okay, I've gone long enough. My official UFC Vegas 49 bets so far, I have Misha Cirkonov 1.2 units to win 1. I have Joe Alverez 1.25 units to win 3. And I have Martinez Bahamondes 2 units to win 2 units. And like I said, I got some other bets that I got wrote down that I'm going to be going to the casino. I'm looking into Cachoeira. I'm definitely betting Jinh Frey. I'm going to bet Frey Ziam. And I'm thinking about throwing money on Cachoeira and then a little more on Cirkonov and Alverez. Another thing is, man, last week killed me. I like broke my own rules. So I said it, and I'm like, man, I'm going to play this week safe because this card's kind of, you know, sketchy. So I'm going to play it safe, and I only wanted to put 5 bets in. Well, the 5 bets in were the ones that went over earlier. The other 2 that I wanted to bet that I would have bet any other time, and you've seen on my breakdown or any of the live shows I've done with people, I was all over Jim Miller and Stephanie Edgar, and then I didn't pull the trigger, and I don't like doing that. So Cost me a lot of money, and I knew that them guys were going to win like that. Like I predicted all that, and I didn't pull the trigger on it. So this week, I'm not just going to say just because it's a bad card, I'm only going to put this many bets in. I'm going to bet what I feel like I'm going to win, and that are good, safe bets. So yeah, check me out on Tuesday or Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, and I will have this official bets video out with all my bets. And let's keep winning, man. I appreciate all you guys here. Let's chop it up in the comments. And thank you guys, everybody, and good luck, everybody, this weekend. Bye.